Hello dear students. In this video we are going to discuss about most important questions and topics based on the chapter 10 and 11 class 12. It will be very helpful for you for the upcoming board examination, GUJCET and JEE NEET examination. Please go through the topics very carefully and you can expect most of the question based on it directly in your examinations. Alkane and halorine. The chlorine containing antibiotics is the name is chloramphenicol, which is used in the treatment of typhoid fever. Second, chloroquine is used in the treatment of malaria. Allylic halide, the halide in which halogen atom is directly bonded with a sp3 hybridized carbon atom, which is next to carbon-carbon double bond. For example, 3-bromopropene. Here halogen bromine is attached with a sp3 hybridized carbon atom, which is next to double bond. Benzylic halide. Here halogen is attached with the sp3 hybridized carbon atom next to benzene ring. Example benzyl bromide. Vinylic halide. Here halogen directly attached with a sp2 hybridized carbon atom. Example chloroethene or bromoethene. Aryl halide. Here halogen is directly attached with the benzene ring. For example chlorobenzene, bromobenzene, etc. Geminal dihalide. Two halogen atoms are present on the same carbon atom, then is called as geminal dihalide. And if two halogen attach on a neighboring carbon atom, then is called as vicinal. Example 1,1-dichloroethane is an example of geminal dihalide and 1,2-dichloroethane is an example of vicinal dihalide. As the number of halogen bond polarity, if the size of halogen atom increases, bond length increases, bond enthalpy decreases, but highest polarity is shown by the CH3Cl. Otherwise, after CH3Cl, as we move down the group, polarity decreases. The order of reactivity of alcohol with halogen acid, that is tertiary, is as the size of halogen atom increases, boiling point increases. Ri is a higher boiling point than Rbr, than Rcl, than Rf. Likewise, as the branches increases, boiling point decreases. So that is the primary has a higher boiling point than secondary than tertiary. Para isomer also possess higher melting point than ortho and meta isomers. And as the density increases with increases number of carbon atom, halogen atom or mass of halogen atom. Nucleophilic substitution reaction. General reaction alkyl halide when react with any nucleophile, that halide is replaced by a nucleophile plus X minus. Various nucleophile reagents are given, but the most important one KCN. KCN donates CN minus as a nucleophile, whereas AgCN gives NC minus as a nucleophile. Hence, cyanide and isocyanide are act as a amphidentate nucleophile. Likewise, KNO2 gives ONO as a nucleophile and AgNO2 gives NO2 as a nucleophile. Please remember this name of the nucleophile very carefully. There will be a high possibility of question in this portion also. SN2 reaction is called a substitution nucleophilic bimolecular reaction, whereas SN1 is called as nucleophilic substitution unimolecular reaction. SN2 is a second order reaction and SN1 first order reaction. SN2 rate depend on concentration and reactant both, whereas in SN1 its rate depend only on the concentration of reactant. In SN2 pentavalent carbon obtained as an intermediate, whereas in SN1 carbocation obtained as an intermediate. In SN2 inversion of configuration is take place, whereas in SN1 retention and inversion, that is racemic mixture is formed. Order of reactivity, primary is more reactive than secondary and tertiary towards SN2 reaction due to steric reason, whereas towards SN1 reaction tertiary is more reactive than secondary and primary due to stability of carbocation. Whether it is SN1 or SN2, iodide is always more reactive than bromide, than chloride, than fluoride. If we rotate the compound, if compound rotate in a clockwise direction, plant rotate, then it's called as dextrorotatory represented by D. And if compound rotate the light in an anti-clockwise direction, then substance is said to be levorotatory or L form or negative form. If the substituent attached with the carbon atom are different, then they are called as asymmetric carbon or stereo center. If objects which are able to rotate non-superimposable mirror images are called as chiral, and the property is known as chirality. And those who are superimposable, they are called as elimination reaction. In elimination reaction, halogen from alpha carbon and hydrogen from beta carbon is removed. If we take the elimination reaction of 2-bromopentane, there here 2 alpha beta hydrogens are there. Due to that, there are two possibilities. pen 2 in and pen 1 in. 2 is obtained as a product. As per GSEB rule, pen 2 in is obtained as a major product. It is a more number of alkyl group around the doubly bonded carbon atom, whereas pen 1 in acts as a minor product. Grignard reagent. When Rx react with Mg in presence of dry ether gives Grignard reagent. Both reaction. When alkyl halide react with sodium in presence of dry ether, alkane is obtained. Fitting reaction. Aryl halide react with sodium, then it gives diaryl compound. Woods fitting reaction. One alkyl halide and one aryl halide react with each other to give Woods fitting reaction. MCQ based on polyhalogen compounds. So if you prepare all this MCQ very carefully, then you will definitely able to score good marks in this portion. From chapter 11, alcohol, phenol and ether. Dialkyl ether is called a symmetrical ether. Both R and R dash are same, whereas aryl ether is called as asymmetrical ether because both alkyl and aryl group are different. Or ethyl methyl ether is also called as asymmetrical ether. Glycerol is nothing but a compound with propane 1,2,3 triol. It has the highest solubility in water. If we take the sum of the example phenol, then 2-methyl phenol is called as orthocresol, 3-methyl phenol as a metacresol, and 4-methyl phenol as a paracresol. Likewise, 1,2-dichlorobenzene 1,2-diol as a catechol, benzene 1,3-diol as a isocinol, and benzene 1,4-diol as a phenol. Please prepare the common name and IUPAC name of this compound very. In hydroboration oxidation, we are getting primary alkyl halide as a product because it is not going to follow the Markovnikov's rule. If we react the aldehyde or ketone with Grignard reagent, only aldehyde to give primary alcohol with Grignard reagent is formaldehyde. Any other aldehyde react with Grignard reagent to give secondary alcohol, whereas ketone on reaction with Grignard reagent gives tertiary alcohol. In alcohol, like haloalkane, as the branches increases, boiling point decreases. That is, primary is a higher boiling point and secondary then. If we compare the acidic nature of alcohol, then again primary alcohol has a higher acidic nature than secondary than tertiary. In presence of electron withdrawing groups such as nitro group, acidic nature increases. If we compare the position, para-nitrophenol is more acidic than ortho than meta. But whereas in case of cresol, metacresol is more acidic than ortho and para-nitrophenol. Salicylic acid on reaction with acetic anhydride get converted into aspirin or acetyl salicylic acid, which is used in the treatment of headache, fever, prevent the coagulation of blood. Lucas test. Alcohol react with HX in presence of anhydrous ZnCl to give Rx plus H2. This reaction follows SN1 mechanism and tertiary alcohol react faster than secondary than primary. In case of dehydration, tertiary is far more reactive than secondary than. In the Kolbe's reaction, phenol react with sodium hydroxide to give sodium phenoxide, which on treatment with carbon dioxide on acetylation gives salicylic acid. In Reimer-Tiemann reaction, phenol on reaction with chloroform and aqueous NOH form intermediate, which on further reaction with sodium hydroxide gives sodium salicylaldehyde, and which on acidification gives salicylaldehyde. Reduction, phenol on reduction with zinc dust gives benzene, and phenol on oxidation gives benzoate. Preparation of ether. Ether can be produced by various methods. Alcohol on heating with the concentrated sulfuric acid at 413 Kelvin gives ethene. Ether, the ethyl ether, but at 443 Kelvin it gives ethene. Williamson ether synthesis follow SN2 mechanism, means alkyl halide must be simple or primary. Rx react with alkoxide ion gives ROR and NaX. For example, tertiary butoxide group and primary alkyl halide group, then it gives the ether. But if we take tertiary alkyl halide group and primary alkoxide group, then it's undergo elimination reaction. Cleavage of Ca bond, that Hi is undergo the cleavage reaction faster than HBr, then HCl is follow SN1 mechanism, means alkyl halide must be the opton alkyl halide must be secondary or tertiary. A phenol alkoxide group, then its RO bond is always breakdown because O benzene, aryl benzene oxygen bond cannot be break easily. ROR dash react with HX gives RX plus alcohol. For example, methoxy tertiary butyl ether on reaction with HI gives methanol, which is an alkyl halide must be tertiary butyl iodide. Please prepare all this topic very carefully. You can be able to score good marks in your upcoming board examination and GUJCET examination. Good luck. This is all from this video. Bye.